From diabetes to amputation, a personal story of survival. Diabetes. This chronic condition affects millions worldwide, often silently chipping away at their health. It's a metabolic disorder where the body struggles to regulate blood sugar, leading to a cascade of complications if left unchecked. From heart disease to kidney failure, the consequences can be dire. This is one such story, a story of resilience in the face of adversity. John was a mechanic who enjoyed the simple pleasures of life. He loved working on cars, spending time with his family, and going fishing on weekends. One day, John started experiencing unusual symptoms: constant thirst, weight loss, and blurry vision. A simple blood test revealed the unsettling truth: John had diabetes. His diagnosis marked the beginning of a long and arduous journey. Every aspect of his life would now revolve around managing his condition. The doctor explained the basics of diabetes to John, emphasizing the importance of lifestyle changes and medication. John felt overwhelmed, but determined to fight back. He attended diabetes education classes, met with a nutritionist, and followed his doctor's instructions. John made significant adjustments to his diet and started exercising regularly. Despite the challenges, John remained optimistic, drawing strength from his family's unwavering support. Life settled into a new normal for John. He became adept at monitoring his blood sugar levels and embraced healthier eating habits. John's dedication to managing his diabetes paid off, and he felt healthier than he had in years. He became an advocate for diabetes awareness, sharing his story with others. Years passed, and John continued to live a full and active life. John's story was a testament to the power of resilience. However, diabetes is a relentless disease, and even the most diligent management can't always prevent complications. As John entered his 50s, he started experiencing new and concerning symptoms: persistent tingling and numbness in his feet. John's once steady gait became unsteady, and he found himself tripping more often. A series of tests revealed the unsettling truth: John had developed diabetic neuropathy. The numbness and pain in his feet were the result of nerve damage. The diagnosis of neuropathy was a blow to John's spirits. John tried to stay positive, but the neuropathy took a toll on his life. One day, John noticed a small cut on his foot that refused to heal. The cut became red, swollen, and increasingly painful. John's doctor explained that people with diabetes often have poor blood circulation, making it difficult for wounds to heal properly. Despite following his doctor's instructions diligently, the wound remained resistant to treatment. The infection spread, and John found himself increasingly housebound. John's doctor referred him to a wound care specialist. The specialist examined John's foot and ordered a series of tests. The results confirmed their worst fears: the infection had spread to the bone. The blood vessels in his feet were severely narrowed, compromising blood flow. The specialist explained the situation in detail, using terms like critical limb ischemia and risk of amputation. John listened in stunned silence, struggling to process the weight of those words. John felt like the ground had shifted beneath him. Amputation. He thought about his wife, his children, his grandchildren. Days turned into weeks as John grappled with this life-altering decision. He consulted with multiple doctors, seeking second opinions and exploring every possible alternative. As time wore on, John came to a difficult realization: he wanted his life back, even if it meant living it differently. The day of the surgery arrived. John woke with a start in the pre-op room, his wife holding his hand tightly. The surgeon explained the procedure one last time. As the nurses wheeled him down the hallway towards the operating room, John thought about his life. He wondered if he would ever experience those simple pleasures again. The surgery was a stark and sterile Wednesday, etched in John's mind. John woke up in a haze of pain and medication. His leg was now absent, a phantom limb that throbbed with a dull ache. Nurses bustled around him, their touch gentle as they checked his vitals. His wife sat by his bedside, her touch grounding him. The first few days after surgery were a blur of pain management and physical therapy. John clung to the hope that this amputation was the beginning of a new chapter. As the initial shock of the surgery wore off, John was faced with the daunting reality of his situation. He spent weeks in a rehabilitation facility, learning to navigate his new reality. John learned to walk again, his gait slow and halting at first. He discovered that distraction often helped. immersing himself in hobbies like woodworking and gardening. There were moments of despair, but even in those dark moments, John refused to give up. His journey back to some semblance of normalcy was long and arduous. Returning home after weeks in rehab was both a relief and a challenge. The familiar surroundings of his house offered comfort and a sense of normalcy, yet every corner seemed to hold a memory of his life before the amputation. The stairs he used to climb with ease were now a formidable obstacle. The tools in his workshop, once extensions of his own hand, now felt awkward and unfamiliar. John's wife, a pillar of strength throughout his ordeal, had rearranged furniture and installed handrails to make the house more accessible. His children visited often, their laughter and energy a welcome distraction from the quiet solitude that often descended upon him. John was grateful for their love and support, but he also yearned for a sense of independence, a way to reclaim his life on his own terms. The prosthetic leg, a marvel of modern technology, was both a blessing and a curse. It allowed John to walk again, to navigate the world with a semblance of his former mobility, but it was also a constant reminder of what he had lost. The fit was never quite right, the socket sometimes chafing against his skin, the gait never as effortless as he remembered. John persisted with his physical therapy exercises, determined to master this new appendage, to make it an extension of himself rather than a foreign object. He practiced walking up and down the hallway, his hand gripping the railing for support, his brow furrowed in concentration as he focused on each step. There were setbacks along the way, days when the phantom pain flared up, when the socket felt unbearably tight, when John just wanted to retreat into himself and forget about the challenges he faced. But he drew strength from unexpected sources. A kind word from a stranger, the encouraging smile of his physical therapist, the sight of a bird taking flight outside his window. John discovered a support group for amputees, a lifeline of shared experiences and understanding. He listened to the stories of others who had faced similar challenges, some further along in their journey, some just starting out. He learned new coping mechanisms, shared tips on prosthetic care, and drew inspiration from the resilience and determination of his fellow amputees. In the company of others who understood his struggles, John no longer felt like an outsider, defined by his amputation. He was John, the husband, the father, the friend, the man who loved to tinker with cars and build things with his hands. The missing limb was a part of his story, but it didn't define him. John found solace in helping others, sharing his story with newly diagnosed diabetics, offering words of encouragement to those struggling with the challenges of amputation. He became an advocate for diabetes awareness, speaking at community events, sharing his journey, and emphasizing the importance of early detection and management of the disease. As time went on, John's perspective on life shifted. He no longer took simple pleasures for granted, the feel of the sun on his face, the sound of his grandchildren's laughter, the taste of a freshly brewed cup of coffee. He learned to appreciate the present moment, to find joy in the everyday experiences that he had once overlooked. The amputation had been a traumatic experience, a life-altering event that had tested his physical and emotional limits. But it had also been a catalyst for growth, a journey of self-discovery that had forced him to confront his own mortality, to reevaluate his priorities, and to embrace a new definition of what it meant to be whole. John still experienced phantom limb pain, but it no longer controlled his life. He had learned to manage it, to work around it, to accept it as a part of his new normal. The prosthetic leg, once a source of discomfort and frustration, had become an extension of himself, a tool that allowed him to live a full and active life. John's journey was a testament to the resilience of the human spirit, the ability to adapt and overcome adversity, to find meaning and purpose even in the face of loss. He had lost a limb, but he had gained a profound appreciation for life, a deep well of empathy for others, and an unwavering determination to live each day to the fullest. John's story is not just a tale of loss, but one of remarkable resilience and the power of the human spirit. He faced a life-altering consequence of diabetes with courage and determination, choosing to embrace his new reality rather than be defined by it. His journey from diagnosis to amputation and beyond is a testament to the strength that resides within us all, the capacity to adapt and overcome even the most daunting challenges. Through John's experience, we are reminded of the importance of awareness, early detection, and diligent management of diabetes. This chronic condition affects millions worldwide, often silently chipping away at their health until complications arise. John's story serves as a powerful reminder that knowledge is power, and that taking proactive steps to manage diabetes can significantly reduce the risk of serious complications like amputation. John's legacy extends beyond his own personal journey. By sharing his story, he became an advocate for others living with diabetes, offering support, encouragement, and a message of hope. He taught us that while diabetes presents unique challenges, it does not have to define us or limit our potential. Life after amputation, though different, can still be full of purpose, joy, and meaning. John's story is a beacon of hope, reminding us that even in the face of adversity, the human spirit can triumph. It's a testament to the power of resilience, the importance of community, and the unwavering belief in our ability to adapt and thrive, no matter what life throws our way. Remember to please like and share my channel.